And so I think the next question logically is on the language itself. And so there are some trigger words that the NSF has released, things like activism and advocacy and BIPOC, cultural differences, discrimination, equity, so those are some of the things. Gender, would be another one. So we have actually a whole list that we have gotten from the NSF. You can get that too. But one of the things that we've also done and that we are doing for some of our clients as we are, writing certain proposals and things like that is to take a look at what those potential replacement words could be. So instead of using words, like activism, it might be social engagement. Instead of BIPOC, Americans, right? So using the language that's not going to get picked up by, their AI programs. Sometimes we can't get away from that. It is in the nature of what we do. It's our mission. And at that point, I think that's where, as leaders of our organizations, we have to make the decision if we want to go after that federal funding or any local funding that may be tied to those federal funds. I have been on some other webinars and things like that coming from corporations that fund, many of our organizations through their philanthropy arm, and they don't intend to do anything different as it relates to the work of DEI. They just have to do it a little bit differently in terms of the language that is used. So the work is going to stay the same. It's just the descriptive words. So I think that, taking a look at the language that's in your current applications or that boilerplate information that you have, looking for those keywords and then deciding as an organization, what are the words that, going through an application, circling that, highlighting that, but going as an organization, coming together and deciding what are the alternate words that you're going to choose to use. What works for one of our clients might not work for another client. So just kind of keeping that in mind. And that is, again, one of the things that we can do to be proactive. And then it's also, taking a look at our revenue streams. And so, if we already have that government funding, if those funds don't come in, what are we going to do from that perspective? But then also as your strategy moving forward, are you going to apply or, do you need to make a decision now, especially if a particular grant comes up in, say, September or something like that? What are you going to do now to plan if you choose not to go after it because you just can't change the words because it's built into your mission, it's built into everything that you're doing. So I think that's one of the things that we can take a look at as well.
And if I may just add a little bit to that in terms of your grant proposals, just ensuring that you're very clear in your evidence-based approach for your project. So making sure that you're using data from reliable sources and clearly identifying the need, just focusing on the data to show the need for your project or for your organization.